until we get back on generator power. So you'll have a few interruptions like this throughout the night. There's our live cam shot outside, folks. Look at those pine trees bending. That's 25 mile an hour sustained winds gusting to 40. We had a high gust of 55 just a minute ago at 7:02 p.m. 55 mile an hour gust.
Just went down right by my car.
Wow.
I'm like, it is crazy out there.
Yeah.
We have debris from the field, and all the debris, the branches from the whole town that are field, and it's kicking over, like coming right across.
Yep.
I'm going to get down there, though, and fix that cam.
Okay.
I'm trying to get in front of it. It's hard, though. It's so windy.
So you're on a cell phone right now?
I'm on a cell phone right now.
Okay.
Call me at the back of this cell phone if you want. It's going to be on if we have. But I'm going to go fix that cam and keep on the side. Give me about 2 minutes.
Oh, you want to stay on the line or you want to hang up? You're going to need to have your hands free anyway.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's got like a $350 cell phone. It's going to. I can call you right back when I get in the car.
Yeah, go ahead and call me back when you're all set up.
Cool.
All right, Ross. Okay, that's Ross. So with suncam.tv, streaming live from Fort Pierce, Florida. We just had about 3 power flickers. Our high wind gust has been 55, and our pressure is 29.29 inches and falling. And we have the core of the hurricane just offshore of Martin County right now.
But to give you an idea, just look at the palm trees and how much they're picking up. This storm is really starting to kick in. Hurricane Jeanne is definitely starting to pick up here in Stewart. It's starting to barrel down on this area as I continue to hold on to my hat and report this to you. And I'm just trying to get my thoughts together as this thing starts to continue to make its way through. Yeah.
Guy needs to lose the hat, quite frankly.
It seems like every time I start, it starts to pick up a bit. I want to show you here. This is a gas station here to the side of me. That damage was done earlier, but the siding keeps on banging away. That siding, I don't believe, will be there much longer. You see the boats beyond that point. Those boats are, I believe, hunkered down, so I don't believe those boats are going anywhere. But once this storm rolls through, especially at the wind that it's rolling through now, it could be even worse. And maybe I could get Brian Norcross here with me, and I can ask Brian Norcross what I'm experiencing right now as I try to get my thoughts together as this thing continues to roll through. And I just lost my hat there almost, Brian. Brian, what am I experiencing here?
Well, we don't. Unfortunately, the wind measuring device in Stewart blew away a long time ago, or for some reason failed.
Pretty good.
Man.
It's blowing pretty hard here. I don't know what kind of wind this is. I'm not really into the. I mean, I'm into the weather. I just don't know.
They've been reporting winds about 55 to 60 right now. That's what you're standing in right now, and it's going to be picking up to about 80 here in a few minutes. You know, probably about.
I can handle this easy, no problem.
Okay.
I mean, I can stand up in this, no problem. I don't know how much battery I have on my car. But we got the high beams on and everything to show you. Did you see me yet?
Yeah, but it's still showing the last image. It hasn't refreshed yet.
Okay. I'm right here.
I still can't really see you. You have like a raincoat on, but the last image is from 7:37.
How about, okay, I just got in front of the camera. A little bit more for you.
And it hasn't updated yet.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard. I can't believe the thing's so large. Oh, baby. I just knocked me off my feet again.
Be careful. You see that panorama? Okay, there the image just refreshed, but I don't see you in front of the camera. You must have moved or something.
Okay, I just got knocked off my feet. I was kneeling down, you know, you kneel down on your feet, like these, you know, you kneel down like. It just pushed me onto the ground. That's why I'm going to get back up here. You still there?
Yes, we're still here.
Okay. You good? I'm trying. I got the cam rolling. I mean, this is the only thing I can do is wait for an image. As we see right here, I got the trees blowing. I've never seen trees blow like this before. Of course, I've never been in a major hurricane.
Yep.
Standing outside, but this is blowing pretty hard.
Okay.
It's any worse than this.
I see like a white Camaro or something in the screen.
I'm right in front of the Camaro.
You're right in front of the Camaro. I can't see you at all in the image. All I see is the car.
Yeah, I keep trying to brush some windshield off, but it's hard. Let's try that.
Folks, we're talking with Ross. He's with suncam.tv. He's in Stewart, Florida, and he's standing in front of a vehicle there. You can see his shade, the outline of him, but you can't see his face or anything. It's just the outline of his body there on the screen. You can see him standing in front of the white car there, and now the image is refreshing again. We have a gray screen up there right now. Let's see. Okay, there's the new image. Now you're not in the screen anymore. There's the white Camaro.
So, Jim, you said this is only 50 to 60 guests?
Yeah, that's about all you're getting right now. We reported 55 here in Delray about 7 o'clock, so that's about what you're getting. But you're kind of on a radar right now. You're in one of those green feeder bands on the radar, and when that yellow moves in there, you're really going to get nailed. And it's
okay, but you say 20 minutes, I'm going to
yeah, about 15, 20 minutes, you're going to get nailed there.
I got a couple people sitting here with a camcorder taping me. I don't know who you are. I got my girl up there on the stairs with a camcorder. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, you can stand up and level like that, but when it gets up around 80, it's going to start knocking you off your feet.
You think it actually knock you off your feet?
Yeah, I think 80 will be really hard to stand up and Hey, this is Ross.
That was probably the strongest I've ever yet.
Okay.
It just gusts and then it stops.
Yeah, it's real.
Like 25, and then it just hammers.
Yeah, when you're on the height of the hurricane, you'll be able to hear the wind coming down from a distance. You'll be able to brace yourself for it.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm just saying. I mean, can you see any images now?
Oh yeah, I saw you walking around out there. We can see you now.
Okay, you saving this?
Oh yeah, this is being archived. It's definitely being recorded.
I got some of my laptops down because the window is flexing about like an inch. It keeps flexing the sliding doors in my computer center, so I had to pull a couple laptops up and bring them into the bathroom just in case. I don't want to, if the window pops, at least I could save a couple $1,000 in computers because the laptops are easy to pick up. So at least
yeah, we can see a little bit more. We're standing in front of the Camaro.
Yeah, this is in the back of a pickup truck and going that speed.
Wow, we just got a good gust here. It was,
yeah, I think I can handle this and then some, but I'm worried about the green now.
2004, September 25th, 7:45 p.m., Hurricane Jeanne, moving inland in Florida, near Lake Okeechobee. There's a close-up of the space. There's Ross. The winds of Hurricane Jeanne are 115 miles per hour, and it's just offshore Martin County right now, moving off to the west, and the feeder bands are coming in. Ross is in his car taking a break. He was out there getting battered pretty good a few minutes ago by winds around.
Can I cut in here real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say that, I just want to show you that this is the computer that we're broadcasting from. I mean, I don't know. It's right here. You should be able to see it in a few seconds here. I took the camera down so you could see everything. Okay, right now, the car is rocking back and forth. Right now. It's just rocking.
All right, we see your computer. What is that? That's a laptop. What kind of laptop is that?
It's just an old, and actually, believe it or not, I'm pulling this off with an old AMS Tech Pro. It's like a Pentium. Holy smokes! The car is. I feel like I'm on a boat, Jim. Oh my gosh, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Oh, Transformers blue everywhere. They're all popping. Oh my gosh. That white Camaro is like, it's moving. I don't know if you can see it, but just for a little while, it looks like a wind tunnel on the side of the car.
Yeah, we still have your picture of your computer there on the screen.
Okay, we're right here in the car, and we're in Stuart, Florida. Can everybody hear me, Jim?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You're coming in loud and clear. You have a good cell company. What cell phone company you with?
This is Sprint. Everything on Sprint Network.
Okay. Hey, folks, you're listening to Ross with suncam.tv, and Ross is sitting in his car in Stuart, Florida, which is just north of Lake Okeechobee. If you drew a line from Lake Okeechobee to the beach, that's where he is. How many miles inland did you say we were again?
I'm only about 10.
10 miles inland. Okay, he's 10 miles off the coast, which is nothing for a hurricane because he's going to get the same winds they're getting on the coast. In fact, you probably get them even higher because the winds are going to be coming out of the west when that thing passes over you. So it's the ocean, the land friction is going to be less winds on the coast than they would be inland because of all the land friction. So you're going to get the higher winds from the west. Our winds are west here, down in Delray right now, due west at 25, gusting to 50.
Okay.
Is located in this area right up in here. So he's in the area that's the hurricane is heading in this general direction. So he might even get under the calm of this thing, but he's like in a little lull area right there right now. Actually, we lost that image. Again, there's your satellite image of Hurricane Jeanne. Okay, we have him back on the line. Okay, Ross, we got you back on the line.
Okay.
We got your cam up too, but let me just.
I put it a little even brighter. I think I was sitting outside our door.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable that they can keep the power on like they're doing. We still have power here, but I have a feeling any minute now everybody's going to say bye-bye with the power here because there's no way they could maintain that power grid with that kind of wind blowing in, because the western eye wall is now working its way on shore. So we're going to be getting belted here in about the next. Probably about an hour from now, it's going to be lights out. I can't imagine that you sustain any more than another hour of power. We're looking at your live. Now, that cam shot you have, that's running off of a car battery, right? So that should keep going even if the power goes out?
Well, yep, everything's running all off battery now. It's a deep cycle 86 amp hour gel pack. But it's been running all day, and I've been jumping those jet skis trying to get video shots of that. So let's see what it can handle. It's 3 years old.
Right. Yeah, well, it's doing a good job so far. That's a live shot from Stuart, Florida. He's north of Jupiter there. The eye wall is moving on shore. Let me just show people a radar image real quick here. There's our radar image, and you've got a yellow band that's moved just to your south there, and another one that's just offshore, ready to move in, and it's a strengthening feeder band, so you can see some red starting to pop in there, and those are the ones that have winds over 100 miles an hour. So that's beginning to encroach on your area right now, and in about 30 minutes, you're going to start feeling some of those really strong bands in there. If you think you're hearing a tornado now, give it about 20 minutes. You're going to be really hearing tornadoes. Yeah, it's looks like that eye is moving due west too. I was looking at the Hurricane Hunter vortex messages, and there's no jump to the north at all. The last couple of fixes have been due west, and it's coming right in on you, buddy. Martin County, St. Lucie County, it's coming right in there. And the eye is shrinking a little bit on radar, and we're once again, there's Ross's cam there on your screen from Stuart, Florida.
Yeah, Jim, I'm going to cut in here if I could.
Okay.
We got a lot of power just keeps dropping and coming back on constantly.
Yep, that's
constantly. It just keeps coming.
Okay, I can tell you right now, from my experience through Francis, you've got tops 30 minutes of power left, because that's what happened to me here. The power would flicker on and off about every 5 or 10 minutes, and then that did it about 20 times, and then after that it was done, over. So you've got about 15, you got maybe 20, 30 minutes top of power, and then you're going to be out.
Okay, I mean, I've never been through this, but I'm using, we have the air down to like 74 degrees, so it's nice and cold in here.
That's good, that's good.
And then we have to turn the freezer way up to like 9. It's ice cold. We have like 5-6 gallons of water in there, like 10 bottled waters, all like frozen.
Mm-hmm. So
this is crazy. This is less than a month. We're getting hammered over here. I mean, this is moving. I mean, branches are just flying, like in the midair, flying, because they have a degree in the bias, but it's just like. I mean, I'm seeing branches go by my head as I'm trying to walk in from the car camp. I'm like, this is crazy. I had to get out, and I wanted to get in the shower before, it's hard to take showers and everything. And
yeah, your last shower. It's like your last supper.
Yep. Let's put it this way. If I could say something real quick.
Yeah.
I just went to use the bathroom, and the toilet water is like sinking down, up and down. Up and down,
yep. That's very common.
That was I couldn't believe it. Like, what's wrong with the toilet?
You know what causes that? The wind is whistling over those pipes that stick out the roof that they pour, that they're like vents. The wind whistles over those vents, and it puts like a lid on it. And then when the wind lets up, the water sinks back down again, and that's what the pressure goes back up and down every time the winds gust, and that's what you're seeing. Now, in Hurricane Andrew, the people's toilets became like vapor, like vacuum cleaners, and they could throw stuff in there and just suck it right out. That's how strong those winds were during that.
Now, the two most affected counties from the most severe part of the hurricane will be Indian River and St. Lucie. So this is now when the winds start getting to severe limits here. Western St. Lucie County and western Indian River County. Again, break the counties in half. Western St. Lucie and western Indian River, 75 to 115 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Some of that sustained, some of that in gusts from now through 4 a.m. And the direction will be north to northeast before the calm eye comes over you. North to northeast winds, 75 to 115 for West St. Lucie, West Indian River. For East St. Lucie, East Indian River County, this includes Sebastian, Vero Beach, the coast of Fort Pierce. We're looking at east winds, east and east-northeast winds of 95 to 155 miles an hour possible in gusts right there on the shoreline of East St. Lucie, East Indian River. From now through 4 a.m., the winds will steadily increase to 95 to 155 in those gusts. After tomorrow morning daybreak, everybody goes to a southwest wind, a humid wind, with some of those rain bands and thunderstorms lingering through tomorrow. Once we wake up tomorrow morning, or if you don't go to sleep, once the sun breaks the horizon, the core of the hurricane will be inland, and the core of the hurricane will be weakening significantly. So from now to about 4 or 5 in the morning, we are in the crux of the hurricane, the core arriving along the shoreline.
And our current feature at Hurricane City is Fort Pierce, because we were anticipating the eye coming ashore in Fort Pierce, and that looks like that is going to happen during the nighttime hours. It's going to be very gusty, blustery, windy here. What we can hope for here in Delray Beach, we're in the southern part of Palm Beach County, we can only hope that as this hurricane moves inland, this is the worst that we're going to get. The worst that we're going to get is when the eye is directly due north of us. That's when we're going to have the highest winds here in Delray Beach. And the eye is still offshore. It has not moved in yet, so we cannot say that we've gotten the worst weather out of this yet. We've had a wind gust of 55. That was at 7 o'clock. Our pressure continues to fall here to 29.19 inches now. Our record is 29.09 inches. That was achieved during Hurricane Francis. Or we're going to wait and see if we can get it down to 29.09. It's down at 29.19 right now. And we're also checking weather observations from around the internet, trying to get an idea of what the pressures are in other areas, because usually a hurricane will go to the area of lowest pressure. And if we check the latest observations, let's start with Miami. Miami, we have 29.45, and this is as of 8 p.m. Miami, 29.45. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale. We have 29.28 in Fort Lauderdale. We're looking for the area of lowest pressure. Palm Beach, 29.02. Yeah, you're looking at some bands coming into Jupiter. A nice deep red band is in Jupiter right now, just to your south. And let me get the radar up here again. Okay, and then there's a new band pinwheeling in that's going to be there in about 15, 20 minutes, and that's going to be real bad. Okay, we just had a power flash here.
This is so bad that, I mean, the windows are bowing and flexing.
Yeah, when this new band comes in, this is still not the worst, believe it or not. There's a new band forming right around the eye wall. This is the second band from the eye wall that's going to be hitting you shortly here. And there is some rain from there, so it's going to get real bad there shortly.
It's real bad right now.
Real bad, okay.
I'm not exaggerating. This is real bad outside.
Okay, this is...
I mean, it's I don't know about wind speed, but it's got that deep thundering noise and just keeps roaring. It just, actually, I can hear it. I'm sitting in right now in the living room. That's all I hear is like, they're just roaring, roar, like that. Like a roaring, no transformer, like the sky's lighting up like Christmas up.
Yeah, we're in kind of a lull down here in southern Palm Beach County right now. So we're, I have your cam up there. Your cam is still going. 903. We're still going. It says 9:03 live. You still have power out there, it looks like.
Still have power.
Yep, still taking shots. A new image just popped up.
I feel pretty safe, but the windows are blowing. I don't know how much they can take. I heard a window can take about almost an inch of blowing in back and forth.
Wow.
That's what I heard, and an inch is a lot, but it can take it.
Those are patio doors you're talking about.
Big patio doors, yes, sliding patio doors.
Okay.
Yeah, power just keeps flickering.
Yeah, mine just flickered again too. So we're in the same boat. Yours are probably flickering a little more than mine is. Still have power here.
How come we still have power? I don't understand that.
Don't complain.
Because I know
you're going to miss it for quite a few days, and take advantage of every minute of it you can get. Again, that feeder band moving in on you from the northeast is just pinwheeling right in, and it keeps gaining strength, that feeder band, so it's going to get really bad there shortly.
Ohio, and he's wondering about everything down here, and he just called me. I told him about your site, and I told him he opened the window, so he's on your thing now.
Okay, great.
I'll call you back in about 15, okay?
Okay, Ross, take care. Bye. Be safe. All right, that's Ross from suncam.tv. Once again, let's look at his cam there. There it is. Still has power in St. Louis in Fort Pierce. We just had another power flash here. Okay, let me put you back on WPTV, Palm Beach affiliate here. We're on rabbit ears now because our cable is out. Let me make a couple phone calls here, see if I can reach some other people in the affected areas. So let me let you listen in while I make some phone calls.
Northeast of Palm Beach, 55 miles east-southeast of Fort Pierce, and 75 miles southeast of Vero Beach. It looks like from Melbourne, the National Weather Service thinks the landfall will be just north of Palm Beach County, which would make it into Martin and St. Lucie County in the next 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that for the last few hours, though. It really looked unlikely that this was going to make landfall around Vero Beach because it just had to make more of a northwestward track. But also, very important, it really doesn't make much of a difference because the storm is so big that it's going to have a big impact across our entire viewing area. There's some live pictures now from West Palm Beach where the wind is really, really blowing. We're getting 80 and 90.
Okay, folks, can you still hear me? Yeah, I guess you can. We just lost our... okay, the power, well, almost came back on. Let's see, do we have, no, our cam just went out too. We're without power here, folks. We just lost our power. If you're listening in to this broadcast, we have just lost our power. And we're going on about 30 seconds. This happened a lot during Francis, where we'd lose power for about 30 seconds, and the power would come back on. I was just in the middle of making a phone call, too, when that happened. So, let's see, that's about 30 seconds now. I mean, 30 minutes, what am I saying? It's about a minute now we're without power. We're going to give it about 10 minutes, and if, in the event that we lose power for more than about 5 or 10 minutes, we will go ahead and terminate the broadcast and go on generator power. Ross's cam is still operating from what I can see. His cam is he's still got power up there, still refreshing on the broadcast there. We're still without power here, going on about a minute. This is not good because the last time when we were doing the broadcast for Francis and we lost our power for more than a minute, that was it. We were done. All right, we're going on 1 minute without power, folks. We're going to give it, like I said, about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to have to shut everything down and go to generator backup. It's currently 9 o'clock. This is being archived. HurricaneCity.com, Hurricane Jeanne, 2004, 9:03 p.m. You hear all the beeping in the background. That's our power is out here now. We're on a minute and a half without power. And we are, unfortunately, going to have to switch to generator power here probably in a few minutes if the power doesn't come back on. Looks like his power went out. Look at that. He's got a black screen now. So the power is now out in Fort Pierce, and the power is now out here in Delray Beach. And probably many, many, many people are without power right now in South Florida, or at least in Palm Beach County and Martin County and St. Lucie County. This is a live broadcast, folks. We're without power 2 minutes now and counting. 2 minutes and 15 seconds without power. There's Ross's cam shot outside without power. You can see the black screen. Nobody has power now in Fort Pierce. He's probably going to be calling back, but we're not going to be able to answer because unless the power comes back in within the next few minutes. Hold on, folks. Let me try to lighten the load here a little bit. Trying to unplug as many things as I can that are hooked into these power supplies so we don't chew up energy here. This is a live broadcast. All right, we're going on 3 minutes without power. 3 minutes without power. And when we get to 5 minutes, we're going to shut down one of the computers and then just leave the encoding computer on because there's nothing much to see anyway. Let me go ahead and show you that radar shot anyways one more time. There's the radar moving in on us right now. I'm just right outside your screen there. I'm in southern Palm Beach County. Look at that yellow band moving in. Those are those winds of 115 miles an hour moving in, and they're going to be pounding everybody through the night. And we still haven't gotten any of the deep yellow bands in here yet, and yet we lost our power, so I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought we could have done a little better than this on the power situation, but I guess, you know, hey, we stuck it out as long as we could. We're going on 4 minutes now without power. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. All right. That's 4 minutes. There's your radar shot. Of course, we have no WPTV now. And we have no radio here, so it's just me, my voice. Let me see if we have any new vortex messages. Nothing from the hurricane hunters. There's Ross's cam again from Fort Pierce. You see, he has no power there in Fort Pierce. We have no power here in Delray. This is all being done on battery right now. We are approaching 5 minutes without power, and I have a feeling we're down for the count here, folks. I think we're down for the count. Let's go. I'm going to give it 1 more minute, and then we're going to shut down the one of the computers, and then we'll give it another 5 minutes, and we're going to have to shut down the other computer. In the event that it goes dead on you, all of a sudden you're going to know that we ran out of batteries here. The beeps, I think the beeps increase as the power is being used up in these power supplies. Okay, apparently, all right, we're going to give it about 30 more seconds, see if the power flips back on, and then we're going to have to shut one of these computers down. This is a live broadcast, HurricaneCity.com, being hit by Hurricane Jeanne. Palm Beach County, we're without power right now. We just lost it a few minutes ago. And, boy, oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and shut down the other computer, the alternate computer here. We're going to power out of everything. One more look at the radar before we shut it down. That's the last look you're going to get at the radar. And let's X out of that. There's the last look at the satellite image there as the eye is about to make its way on shore. It doesn't look as impressive, but believe me, there's a lot of, look at the backside of that eye wall. Look at the banding in there in the dark reds. All right? Let's shut this computer down. All right? We're turning one computer off to conserve a little bit of our battery power here. I don't think the mixing board and the phone couplers are going to use that much power. Okay. All right, we're going to have to shut down, folks.